Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. And today we have UFC Vegas 15. Curtis Blades taking on Derek Lewis. Oh, wait, no. Blades tested positive for COVID. All right, let's try this again. We have UFC Vegas 15. Devin Clark versus Anthony Smith. For real? But I still think there could be some good value spots on this slate, so let's get right into it. Our first fight of the night is Luke Cool Hand Sanders taking on Nate Mayhem Maness. You can get Luke Sanders at minus 160, run back of plus 140 for Maness. Saunders is 13-3, Maness is 12-1. Saunders is 5'6" with a 71-inch reach. And Maness comes in 5'10" with a 1-inch reach advantage at 72 inches. Honestly, for me, the way I'm looking at this is I see these two fighters are pretty close. I think I give the talent advantage to Luke Sanders, but the only problem with that is I don't trust his ring IQ. I can easily see him winning the fight here, winning the first two rounds, and then all of a sudden does something stupid and Nate Maness submits him. So Luke Sanders is just not someone I can really rely on to bet. For me, this is a dog or pass spot. My prediction is Maness by submission, but overall this will probably be a dog or pass for me. I'm not 100% sure which way I'm going yet for that fight. Next, we have Sue the Tibetan Eagle, and I'm not going to try and pronounce this guy's last name, versus Malcolm X Gordon. You can get Sue for minus 360, plus 295 for Malcolm X. Sue comes in here 5'8" with a 72-inch reach and a 2-inch reach advantage over Malcolm X, who has a 5'7" height with a 70-inch reach. For this one, this is a tale of two paths to victory for me. It's either Sue knocks out Gordon, because Gordon is only his losses are only by knockout in his career, and on the other side, Gordon, the only way he wins this fight is if he's able to submit Sue. For me, I am leaning towards Sue. I have a bet on him, Sue by knockout. I got it at plus 120. So Sue by knockout is my bet for this one. I got that at plus 20. Next, we get Rachel Osevich taking on Gina Danger Manzani. Manzani comes in with a 6.5-inch reach advantage, 68.5 inches compared to 62. You can get Manzani for minus 200, plus 170 run back for Rachel Osevich. And this is, I have it written on my board, it is a fucking pass for me. There's no way I'm laying minus 200 on Gina, but I'm not going to be taking the other side either. Osevich, she was her last fight was I think over a year ago, and she lost by an armbar to Paige Van Zant, who is no longer in the UFC. Osevich is 4-5, and I think this is really just a publicity stunt for her Instagram channel more than a actual try to be a competitive fighter. My pick for this is Gina, but there's no way in hell I am betting on either of these fighters. Next, we get Anderson Dos Santos taking on Marvin Day. Marvin the Martian. You can get Day for minus 158, plus 138 run back on Dos Anjos. And Martin Day enters this fight with a 3-inch reach advantage. You can get, looking at this, I think Dos Anjos is going to win this fight. He's fought 2 decisions in his career, both losses. So these are 2 fighters that are going to be fighting for their jobs. Martin Day, his last fight was on the first Fight Island card, the Masvidal Usman card, where he got a nasty knockout against Davy Grant. And I think he's returning just a little bit too soon. So, and Davy Grant, that was his first knockout of his career. So if Davy Grant can knock you out, I don't really see you standing much of a chance against Dos Anjos. And I love this dog money. Dos Anjos plus 138 is my pick for this fight. I really like this dog, and that's who I'm going to be going with here. I just think Marvin Day just came back a little bit too soon. And I'll be also looking at potentially betting the under 2.5 rounds, getting that nice plus money as well. Next fight, we get Kai, the Fighting Hawaiian Kamaka, taking on Jonathan JSP Pierce. Kamaka minus 300, run back of plus 250 against Pierce. We saw Kamaka fight Tony Kelly in his UFC debut, and he looked really good the first couple rounds. He started to slow down the third round a little bit, but he had a lot of volume. He got 5 takedowns and I think 114 significant strikes against Kelly. So I think you can expect a high volume decision for Kai Kamaka here. Jonathan Pierce in his last fight, he went up against Joe Lozon in his retirement fight and got finished in less than a minute. I don't really see any chance for me betting on Jonathan Pierce. My pick is 100% Kai Kamaka. I'm not going to lay the minus 300. I'm going to look for potentially a decision prop for him. But Kai Kamaka by decision is my pick. Kamaka, he's gone 7 straight fights to a decision. And the last time he did not go to a decision, it was just a arm injury in his 3rd professional fight. Since then, he's gone 7 straight fights going to the decision, 6-1 in those fights. So give me Kai Kamaka by decision in this fight. Next, we get Ashley Evan Smith taking on Norma Dumont, minus 143 for Dumont or for Evan Smith. Dumont you can get at plus 123, and this is another one of those female fights where it just gives a very uneasy feel to bet either side. I did bet Ashley Evan Smith, and I think by decision would be the way to go. Dumont in her UFC debut was up a weight class against Megan Anderson and just got knocked out. So for me, my pick for this fight is Ashley Evan Smith by decision, but this is probably not towards the top of my list for fights I really want to bet on tonight. Next, we actually get a really nice fight here. We get Bill Algeo taking on Spark Carlisle, the Alpha Ginger. And this is going to be a fun fight. I think we're going to see some fireworks in this fight. Spark Carlisle, he's someone who comes out. He goes for the knockout in round 1. But he is durable where once after round 1, he most likely won't win the fight, but he won't get finished. Bill Algeo and his last fight was another Anthony Smith card. That's when I was on the Smith Rakic card. And Bill Algeo lost to Roberto Lamas, a veteran in his UFC debut. Put a good showing for himself in that decision loss. So definitely I think you can see a little bit more from Algeo tonight. And another dog pick for me, I like Bill Algeo to win by decision in this fight. Next, we get Parker Porter taking on Josh Parisian. Josh Parisian, this is his UFC debut. He won in the Dana White Contender Series, but the person he fought was only 250 pounds. So I want to see what happens when he actually fights a heavyweight here. He goes up against Parker Porter, which Parker's last fight was against Chris Daukaus, and he got destroyed. He got knocked out in the first round, cold. So this is going to be a fun heavyweight fight. I think Parisian is going to get the knockout here. But I think the over 1.5 has a lot of value in it. These are going to be 2 heavyweights that I think are going to feel themselves out in the first round. You just got to hope that they don't get a knockout in the first 2.5 minutes in the second. I like Parisian, but I prefer the over 1.5 just a little bit more for this fight. And next is the co-main event of the evening. We get Miguel Baeza taking on Takashi Soto, minus 195 for Baeza, plus 170 for Takashi Soto. And these two fighters have come into this fight looking good. In their last 5 fights, these two fighters in the UFC, all 5 have ended by knockout. Just something to look at there. Coming into this fight, Baeza with knockouts against Matt Brown and Hector Aldana. Aldana probably one of the worst UFC fighters in the on the roster at that time. And Takashi Soto, he came in, he knocked out Ben Saunders, and he knocked out Jason Witt in his 2 UFC appearances. And honestly, I see this fight ending in a knockout. The under 1.5 is enticing, but I prefer to go with Takashi Soto plus 170 here. I think he can come out and show Baeza what a loss in professional mixed martial arts looks like. Baeza is 9-0 coming into this fight, but I think Takashi Soto takes down Baeza for his first loss. And finally, the main event of the evening, Devin Clark versus Anthony Smith. And wow, this fight is not what we were really hoping for tonight. I was really looking forward to Blades and Lewis, but this is going to be an interesting fight, I guess, as well. Anthony Smith, I can see him coming out looking good. This is definitely a step down in competition for Smith. He fought Rakic, he's fought Glover Teixeira, Gustafsson, John Jones, Volkan Uzumov. So he's fought really good competition. I think Devin Clark is a step down in competition. Last time Anthony Smith fought, I definitely made some money fading him against Rakic, but I think tonight's the night where we bet Anthony Smith. As ugly as that sounds, I like Anthony Smith for this fight. I think the only way Devin Clark wins this is if they get some clinch work, he neutralizes Anthony Smith, and it goes to decision. I like Anthony Smith, but what I might be doing for this is looking to bet the over 3.5. Let me just take a look at props for this one as well. That's Dos Anjos, Malcolm Gordon, Takashi Soto, Pierce, Parisian, Spark Carlisle, Ashley Evan Smith. I think the main event's all the way on the bottom here. Yep. What I might look to do is I'm not going to do bets. Probably not going to bet fight starts the second round, but I will do round 3, the over 3.5, round 4, and starts round 5 and goes to decision. I think this fight can go to decision, and once you hit the first 2 of going round 3 and entering round 3 and entering round 4, you are free rolling. And if they hit round 5 and goes the distance, that's just bonus profit for you. So I think that's one bet I'm looking to do for the main event tonight. All right, so let's go over the action that we have for here. I have Menes. I have Sue. Put a gun to my head. I'll go Gina Manzani, Dos Anjos, Kai Kamaka, Ashley Evans Smith, Bill Algeo, Josh Parisian, Takashi Soto, and Anthony Smith. Those are my picks for UFC 15, Devin Clark versus Anthony Smith. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys think are going to be winning these fights. What bets do you like? Do you think I got them right? Do you think I got them wrong? But that's going to do it for this episode or this video for UFC Vegas 15. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.